Hello and welcome to this episode of the Magical Women series. Here I have Ayalu coming to you from Costa Rica. How
Hi,
is it down
loves.
there?
It is warm and beautiful and clean. So there's fresh air, there's cold rivers to dip in, and there's organic food. So I'm extremely happy.
Nice. The light behind you is so angelic. I'm just like, oh yes, the sun. So we first met at Burning Man
We
in
did
2016.
4 years ago, 5 years ago. Wow.
Wow,
Okay.
time. We
It
were
was
in build
instant.
together. Yeah, of course. This is how it is. People will know because the wonderful thing about the people who watch my stuff is there are a lot of sisters like us watching. Everybody has
Yeah.
our magic, but not everybody necessarily feels comfortable sharing it onto an online platform. So there's so much more fam. You're in the festival route. There's so many magicians out there who are just not necessarily digital.
Yeah, absolutely. All the wizards that sometimes keep their magic a little bit quieter, but I think it's a time of now to really show up for the world and not just for self. And I think this is something I just spoke about this morning, that we have to show up. The gifts are meant to be shared, and if they're not shared, then in my eyes, we're not fully doing all the work. And know that the purpose is bigger than the ego, and you have to check your ego.
Yes, amen. Thank you for that. Wow. Ashe aho, all the things. So, okay, one of the many amazing things about you, one of them is how you are an endless scholar. From the first time I met you, you said, I study all the time. And a lot of people say that, but you authentically do every time we reconnect, because we have that sisterhood where we cannot see each other for a year and then you get back together and it's all the same. That's how it is with fam, soul
Yeah,
fam.
exactly.
And what I would love to talk about is your thirst for knowledge, how you study, and then because you integrate it into your life, you authentically do. When I'm talking to you, you're trying different things that you found in your studies. So, how does your mind work? How do you keep that stamina to keep taking in new information and allowing yourself to change and shift to assimilate what you learn?
It's such a good question. Thank you. I I don't have a choice. It's something that is so natural for me to want to do, is to investigate when I don't understand something or I don't know something. And health has been the one that just pops, like it comes into the field for me. And I was like, well, how do you learn that, or how do you do that? And I believe that like your system should be optimized, and if something's wrong, there's something energetically off within the body, and then it's being able to get quiet enough to be like, hey, what's wrong? Like, what are you trying to communicate? What do you need to tell me? What do I need to change? Is it something in my environment? Is it an energetic? Do I need to detox? Tell me what you need and I'll do it. And so also like adding the piece of the science in, and like digging, there's so much information, and we're literally connected to everybody and everything. And there are pieces that people don't speak about that are out there. You just have to kind of dig. And so there'll be scientific studies I find, and I was like, I can't even believe that's real. I'm like, why aren't people talking about this? And so I integrate that with my own. And as you know, I've been on an extreme journey with my own body. I was one of those kids who was just sick. Like I had everything at a really young age, allergies, asthma, like just a sensitive body from childhood. And a lot of us are sensitives and not
HSP.
knowing. So what does that look like? And then coming and getting psoriasis in Indonesia 4 years ago was really a testament to what I believe in and who I am, based on, wow, I'm really healthy. Like I thought I did all the things and now I'm being tested. So how do I dig deeper? What am I not seeing? How do I get to learn more? And originally thinking that psoriasis was a curse in my world because it put me into chronic pain and depression and shame, just being in your own vessel and being upset that you lived in your own vessel, and then moving to a place of, okay, if anybody can fix this and heal this, I can. I already know a lot. And how do I put all the tools together? And what is the body telling you? And I literally was like, tell me what you need. Like, tell me how to fix this. This is not a state that I'm going to live in. This is not something I'm going to choose. So what do I need to change? And healing requires action. It is not passive.
Wow. Yes. All the things. Yes. I definitely agree. And we've talked about this before about how the body is
Yeah.
the temple for the spirit. And
Yes.
maintaining your body in such a way. So many people, especially as time goes by and they say, oh, well, I'm reaching this certain age or this certain age. That means then when stuff goes weird on my body, I'm just going to let it always stay weird. I don't just heal it or get rid of it
Yeah.
or figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I really believe that there's a way to live our life where you continually get better as time passes because you keep clearing out your own wounds, then your ancestral stuff, your DNA stuff, and you can tell that time is going by because of your glow and your shine. I believe that's a way to live. I think you exemplify that very well. What is your best biohack? Your favorite?
Oh, okay, let's go here. Ozone therapy.
Ooh, tell us more.
Ozone therapy is the one that people are not supposed to talk about. And that's why I like talking about it.
Why?
Naturopaths have the service and offer the service, but they cannot promote the service or tell you what it actually does. I'm not a doctor, so I'm allowed to tell the story of what it is. And that's the freedom of not being in a box. And so I have freedom to share knowledge and healing modalities that people can't freely share because they'll be like, I'm going to take your license away.
Yep.
I'm going to threaten you. I'm going to scare you. Ozone is, you can do it a couple different ways. If people have heard of ozone, you can do it intravenously. Like you can just put a vial. Think of O3. So we know what O2 is, but O3 has the extra oxygen molecule, which is not stable. And so a machine creates it and you can put it in a vial and then you inject this little vial of air slowly into your bloodstream.
Whoa, of air? That sounds extremely dangerous.
I think we watch too many movies. You can absolutely do this.
You're right. I mean, you've done it.
So you can do it, and the extra oxygen molecule breaks off and attaches onto bacteria and parasites and foreign things that are not supposed to be in the body, because we know like prana, life, air is life. And when you put it into your bloodstream, it actually cleans out the bacteria out of your blood and it ozonates your blood. You can put it into your vagina, you can put it in your butt. It kills parasites, it kills yeast infections. But what happens when you put it in your blood is, on top of ozonating your blood, back to things that are not supposed to be there, like viruses and things like maybe like COVID.
Do tell. What is your opinion on this?
There are some very dear sisters who are some underground witches that are doing the work, and they're using ozone right now to heal people with COVID.
So how do you take it? Like, how do you feel after you take it?
I feel like it has moments of being extreme. So it's oxygen. So what happens is when you've had enough, your chest is extremely tight, like you have too much air. But then you have to just like meditate through the uncomfortable and then let it dissipate naturally, which takes maybe 20 minutes, 40 minutes.
Sounds like a medicine journey.
It's definitely a journey, but it's so potent. It can break the cell, it breaks the membrane of like the virus or bacteria, so it can't replicate itself. So you're actually destroying it. And it is the only thing that I know of that can help like get completely out of your body is the herpes virus, which people say is incurable as well. So it's one of those things. I wish people's doctor visits were just an ozone visit.
Right.
If people did this twice a year, people would level up.
Yes, I feel like that about cleansing in general. It's like just do regular cleanses once, twice a year, different kinds. So, if people want to find out more about this, where would they even look?
It's online. You just have to look it up.
Ozone therapy.
Like there's tons of different naturopaths who offer it in your like in people's cities, but they can't promote it, so they can't tell you about it. So you have to hear about it and then reach out to your provider.
Could you call could you like look up naturopaths in your city and call them up and say, do you offer ozone therapy?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Interesting. So how can people find you and your work, sharing your health journey and how you optimize and biohack and figure out your magic?
So I have a Insta at Holistic Knowledge, which is more of a broad healing modalities and things of that matter. And then I would go to, if you specifically have psoriasis, I do more of my psoriasis on love.psoriasis.
Nice. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. It's been so great to
You're
talk to you. I
welcome.
miss you. I miss being on a
I
dance
miss you
floor with
too.
you. Blessings
You
and
too,
to Costa
sweetie.
Rica. And thank you for being here.
Thank
Love you
you.
so much. All right. Bye.
Bye, sweetie.